My name is Barbara, but people call me Barbie because I look like one. Please like and subscribe before I continue. Dad was a billionaire who owned a multi-industry company. Growing up, my twin brother Ford and I were used to getting everything we wanted. But for him, it wasn't enough because he wanted everything for himself. On our 5th birthday, Dad gave me a Barbie doll while he gave Ford a toy car. But he wasn't happy. My car needs a driver, so give me that doll. Over my cute body! He got back at me by scratching Dad's new Lamborghini and blaming it on me. I was grounded for a month. He also loved to make fun of the brown birthmark on my face. Maybe that's why you stink, because there's permanent poop on your cheek. Stop saying I stink when I don't. Everyone might think it's true. Too late. I've already told everyone about it. I tried complaining to Dad, but he was always too busy to care. But one day in the 5th grade, I discovered a way to cover up my birthmark by using loads of makeup. I told Ford that I had it removed by a doctor, and he was so stupid he actually believed it. He was always a pain in the butt, until he started dating this gold digger Tiffany in high school. God. In 10th grade, my boyfriend Zach and I decided to celebrate his birthday by going away to Greece for the weekend. We were about to take off in Dad's private jet when suddenly the pilot came out of the cockpit and said we had a problem. I looked out the window and saw Ford arriving with Tiffany. What are they doing here? We're celebrating our anniversary in Hawaii, so all of you, get out. Breaking news, dummy. I came here first. I don't care. Get lost. You get lost. I was about to push him, but I screamed when Tiffany suddenly pulled me by my hair. The boys tried to stop us as we fought, but we ended up landing in the cockpit and falling on the navigation controls, damaging them completely. As soon as the news reached Dad, he called us both for a meeting in his library. I thought he was going to kill us, but what he said totally took us by surprise. I'm thinking of leaving my company to someone capable. And obviously, that's me, Dad. This dumb brat spends thousands of dollars on clothes and makeup every single weekend. Hello? You literally buy whatever your girlfriend pouts her lips for. Enough. You're both too dumb and spoiled. I'll give you a month to prove yourself. Or I'll leave the company and all my fortune to a stranger instead. Prove ourselves? In what way, Dad? Figure it out, and make me proud for once. It was going to be tough, but there was no way I'd let Ford win this. The next day, I visited Dad's company's headquarters to study the performance for the past year, and I found out that Dad had been planning to develop a new mall, but he was having a hard time getting approval for its location from the mayor's office. Wait a minute, what if I dated the mayor's son, Leo, so he'd help me win his dad's approval? Leo was a senior in school, and Dad would be impressed if I was dating a smart future politician. There was only one problem, my boyfriend. I needed to get rid of him. The next day at school, we were having lunch together when he suddenly sneezed, and I started crying hard. What's wrong, babe? The way you sneeze, I really hate it. It's giving me a stroke, and the way you breathe, it's so heavy I could hear it from miles away. I've been suffering silently, but I just can't take it anymore. Just work on yourself, and maybe we can give it another chance soon. Yeah? Are you freaking serious? Goodbye, Zach. For now. He kept throwing tantrums all day, but I ignored him and started working on my current target, Leo. Aside from being a genius, he was also famous for being too serious. I'd never seen him smile. I stalked him and found out that he always stayed in the library. Boring! One day he was sitting alone and I walked up to him and pointed to the thick book beside him. Could you hand me over that physics book? This is a chemistry book. Oh, yeah, sorry, I got confused. Physics and chemistry are similar words. No they're not. Oh, what's that you're reading? You're into literature too? I love Michael Jackson. Do you know about him? Yeah, of course I do. But I like Shakespeare more. Shakespeare? That's a cool name. Before he could say something, his friend suddenly called him. Just when I thought we were connecting. As Leah walked by, Zach suddenly appeared and pulled me into a corner. Why are you flirting with this guy? I thought our breakup isn't official yet. Don't take it personally. I just need him to help me get his father's approval for my dad's project. And when you win that inheritance, you'll get back with me, right? Sure, whatever. I'll wait for you. Don't hold your breath. A few days later, I heard that Leo was running as a president for the student council again. But what shocked me was Ford was running too. So that was his first move to prove himself and impress Dad, huh? And the next day at school, Ford challenged me to run against him. And why would I do that? So we can settle who's better. Obviously it's me, but I badly want to see you cry. Do you really think I'm that dumb? You never play fair. I told you. She's scared. Since you're begging for it, then fine. See you at the elections. Nice. Any last words? Send my regards to Satan. Oh, wait, that's you. And with that, I stormed off. But if Leo was also running, I didn't have any chance to win. He had already won 3 times in the past. I immediately talked to him about this. I also want to run for school president, but with you on the list, I don't think I stand a chance. So, you want me to back out? Yeah. Leave it to me this time. Why are you running? Basically, I hate my brother and he's running and I want to beat him myself. But I need your support. And what do I get in return? You can date me, I guess. To my surprise, he smiled at me and said, sure. Wait, are you serious? He just winked at me and walked away, leaving my heart fluttering with that smile. I was so confused. It was time to put our names down as candidates the next day, and I was surprised to see Leo was running as my vice president instead. What are you doing? Supporting my girlfriend. So he really was serious about it. I couldn't believe making him fall for me was this easy. I decided I'd wait a few days before I started talking about the mall project so it wouldn't look suspicious. We started hanging out together, and sure, he was serious, but he was also sweet and funny, not boring at all. He even introduced me to a super cool channel on YouTube called My Story Animated, and when I saw their videos, I actually found them exciting and relatable, especially about those billionaire girls. On the weekend, he asked me out on a date, and I said yes. While driving, someone suddenly called him and he turned to me. I was supposed to lead Dad's charity drive at a hospital tomorrow, but they moved it to today, and they need me there. I'm so sorry. Instead of sulking, I smiled and volunteered to come along. Seeing all those sick people who couldn't afford treatment made me realize how lucky I was. And the way Leo talked to these people made my heart melt. Later that night as he drove me home, he suddenly took my hand and kissed it. You must be really tired. I'm fine. Actually, I had a great time. The date isn't over yet. I've got a surprise. He took me to a closed restaurant and revealed that his mom owned it. So, how are we supposed to eat? Watch me. To my surprise, he started working in the kitchen himself and ended up with the most delicious meal ever. I can't believe I'm with someone like you, a goddess. Yeah, I know. Thousands of guys wish to be you, so you're very lucky. My heart went wild when he tucked a strand of hair behind my ear. You're really funny and pretty. Soon, we made our relationship official, and Zach wasn't happy. You broke up with me because of him, didn't you? No, Zach, we just didn't work out. I'm sure you can find someone better. You're gonna regret this. Zach was too dumb to do something that could actually ruin me, so I just ignored him. When the election campaign started, Ford and Tiffany were spending Dad's money like crazy. They covered the whole school with pictures of their stupid faces and threw the biggest parties every single night. Ford also promised everyone he'd turn the whole school into a teenage paradise, making him win by a landslide. I lost so badly. He kept on bragging about his victory at dinner, and Dad looked impressed. I think I'm gonna win this too. And when I take over everything, the first thing I'll do is make you miserable. Say goodbye to all your credit cards. Don't be too confident. Maybe you'll be the one who ends up crying. I really doubt that. Ford made me so mad. I had no choice but to finally use Leo's connections for Dad's mall project. I brought it up, and to my surprise, he immediately talked to his father about it. A few days later, I introduced him to Dad over dinner, and he looked stunned when he learned that Leo was the mayor's son. You should have informed me earlier. I would have told the chefs to make something fancier. I'm fine with anything, sir. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. They seem to be getting along really well, and Dad then finally brought up the project. Oh, Barbie mentioned it to me the other day, and I've already talked to my father about it. He's looking forward to meeting you. Dad looked super happy, and once the project was finalized, he even threw a party to celebrate it. You made this happen, my dear Barbie. You've shown me how valuable you can be. Ford was smoky red with rage. I gave him a smirk as Dad made a toast for it. Later that night, I thought about a plan to give back to Leo. He'd told me about an orphanage he had set up, and I decided I'd donate books and laptops to the kids there. I talked to Dad about it, and he was happy to support me. The next day at school, I was waiting for Leo at the canteen to talk about it, when suddenly, Ford came and took my plate of spaghetti and rubbed it in my face. I told you not to mess with me. As I angrily rubbed it off my face with tissues, I suddenly realized people were staring at me in shock. Oh no, all of my makeup was gone. Oh look, there's poop on her face. Breaking news, everyone. My sister's been hiding this gross birthmark under her makeup 4 years. Look, Leo, she's even deceived you, just so she could be your girlfriend. I tried to hide it, but it was too late. Leo had arrived and was staring at me. I was about to run away when suddenly he grabbed Ford by the collar and pushed him up against the wall. She's still the most beautiful girl in the world to me, but you sure are the biggest jerk. I heard everyone actually agreeing with him, but Ford started laughing like a maniac. Okay, the poop mark didn't change your mind, so how about this? To my surprise, Zach showed up from behind him and started playing a recorder with an evil grin. Why are you flirting with this guy? I thought our breakup isn't official yet. Don't take it personally. I just need him to help me get his father's approval for my dad's project. Blood drained from my face as we all listened to the whole conversation. I couldn't believe my ex-boyfriend teamed up with my evil brother. I tearfully ran after a furious Leo. Leo, please, let me explain. Explain what? That I was just part of your stupid plan? I can't believe I actually fell for a spoiled brat like you. Yes, I planned it, but then I started to have real feelings for you. Yeah, right. Please, don't ever talk to me again. He ignored me completely after that, and I lost all my motivation. Ford took it as an opportunity to redeem himself. He spent tons of money on billboards across the city, advertising Dad's clothing stores with himself and Tiffany as models. The sales actually went up. A few days later, Dad informed us that he'd finally made a decision. I was sure Ford had won, but I didn't even care by now. I decided to give everything to... Ford had already gotten up with a proud smirk. Barbara, congratulations, darling. I'll see you in my office tomorrow for the signing of the papers. Wait, what? Suddenly, Ford went psycho. You can't do this to me, Dad. I've worked so hard for this. It's not too late to change your mind. I based my decision on how you spent my money the past month. You wasted $10 million and never did anything meaningful. Barbara proved her interest by learning about the company, and she even made a huge project happen. You're talking nonsense, you stupid old man. And then I just snapped. I flung a glass of juice at his face. You can insult me all you want, but don't you dare talk like that to our dad, you jerk. You're gonna pay for this. Before he could hurt me, Dad called his bodyguards to take Ford away. He grounded him in his room, and I could hear him destroying things all day. He was scaring me. The next day, I fell asleep in my bathtub, and when I woke up, I realized that my phone was gone. I got up to find it, but the door was locked, as well as the windows. Just then, lots of bugs started to crawl in from somewhere. I screamed, but no one seemed to hear me. Help! Someone, please, open the frickin' door! The bugs were getting nearer, and I passed out. Dad's worried face was the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes again. I was in the hospital. My darling, Barbie, thank God you're okay. Dad, Ford tried to hurt me. I know. Your brother's gone. I sent him away to a boarding school in Russia. I was surprised and relieved at the same time. Maybe I shouldn't have made you two compete. It was a stupid decision, and it made Ford crazy. Even you started dating someone you don't even like. No, Dad, it's the complete opposite. I really like Leo. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. Suddenly, Leo showed up from behind Dad. And you're the best thing that happened to me, too. Leo, what are you doing here? I heard you were in the hospital, so I had to come see you. And your dad also talked to me about your plan with the orphanage. The kids would really love that. Does this mean you've decided to forgive me? I'm so sorry, Leo. Barbie, I understand the pressure your dad put you through, and I think it was a smart plan. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have even noticed me. I've always noticed you. I just thought you were too serious for me. Yeah, I'm indeed serious. About you. Okay. I think you deserve another chance to get to know me. I love you. I love you too.